Okay, so a quick video on how to take an online test in 114. You're going to have 60 minutes for this test. Once you start, you have to finish in one sitting. The test is set for one question at a time, so you only see one question at a time, and these generate randomly, so all different orders for different students. There's no backtracking, so once you submit an answer, you cannot go back to it. You have an essay on this test that you should write ahead and paste into the question that's on the test for it. You will be kicked off the test after 60 minutes, but honestly, it's plenty of time for this test. On this test, you have 13 multiple choice questions, and they are very similar to the chapter quizzes. There'll be 4 sets of matching on this test, and each has a drop-down menu with the same answers in the same order on the right of each image. Just choose one, only use one answer once for each, okay? There's a chronological ordering question. You'll put them in order as time, and then, of course, the essay. So an example of matching would be you'll be given an image, and then you'll be given, it's usually 4 or 5 answers, and you would, click on the right, and these answers would all pop up, and you'll just choose the right one. So for A here, we have a Paleolithic fertility figure. B here, we have the monolithic Neolithic monument of Stonehenge, and then we have the Stele of Naram Sin over here. And he would be hierarchical scale and twisted perspective. He's bigger and he's in that pose, okay? So that's the type of questions. It's application, it's, time periods are part of it. There's never any dates, and that's usually terms and things you should have learned about the object, not just, names and dates, please. So for chronology, these are actually already in order. We have Paleolithic, Neolithic, and then we have Akkadian over here. For the essay, for this test, you are going to choose a culture we've studied so far, so chapters 1 through 3, that has used a certain convention for making art. And a convention is a way of representing forms. Think about it more like a style, a characteristic that's used to, represent something. So do not focus on materials, stone, bronze, even mediums like sculpture or relief sculpture, painting. These are not conventions, those are materials. Think more about the way it looks. So some examples are hierarchical scale, twisted perspective, proportions of the form, poses, and other attributes. The Egyptians have a lot of attributes they use. You're going to state what the convention is, and you're going to cite 2 works of art that use these conventions. So remember, you're choosing just one culture and finding 2 works of art in that culture that show a convention. All right, so, think about the proportions of the human form. In Paleolithic art, we just saw one. We're going to see another one in a second. This is a way that they do things for a certain reason, okay? So you're going to state the convention, state 2 works of art that use it and how they use it, and then you're going to write about why they are doing this. What does it mean in Paleolithic art that women have certain proportions? Or what does it mean in Akkadian art that some people are bigger than others, or that they're shown to be strong through twisted perspective? Okay, this is not meant to be a complicated question. You might even, when you're answering it, think it's a little too easy, but it's not meant to, trip you up. How to prepare for the exam. I've given you the review sheet since week 1, and I also have lecture videos and blank slides, or the image slides you can take notes right on, or on the review sheet, and these you can use during the exam. So you would take notes very similar to what I just showed you, and I'll show you more. No dates are required, just periods and cultures, okay? So think Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic, Sumerian, Akkadian, Egyptian. I do not need exact dates, please. As a matter of fact, exact dates usually indicate that you're looking elsewhere during the test, so don't use exact dates. The review sheets are posted so you can narrow your study and take notes. Okay, so you'll have the title, time periods, and any relevant information that is given. All right, so one example for notes would be the lion man sculpture here on the right. Paleolithic age, he's anthropomorphic, that's one of the terms, and portable, and possibly associated with rituals. The Venus of Willendorf over here from the Paleolithic Age also has exaggerated proportions, no face, abstract hairstyle, and she's also portable and possibly a fertility figure. Okay, so those would be good examples of how to take notes. All right, so on the test, you can use your notes, but don't time out because of inactivity. Okay, don't take a break during the exam or, go do something else for a second. You might be, timed out and kicked off the test that way. Don't lose your internet connection. Go to campus or somewhere has good internet to take the exam. Don't log in maybe during a storm or something. Don't miss the deadline. Please start the exam earlier than 11 p.m. This is, you are given 60 minutes, but if anything happens or whatever, please just go ahead and, get it over with a little earlier so you'll be good on that. Okay, please let me know if you have any questions on this. You got it. Thanks.